Have you noticed how most people freeze up when it has time to start a chat on WhatsApp, and they just send that classic, "Hey, how are you?" that dies in 2 minutes? The truth is, that kind of opener doesn't grab anyone's attention. It sounds generic and lifeless. If you really want to catch a girl's interest, you've got to ditch the boring stuff and learn how to send messages that spark curiosity, emotion, and even make her smile behind the screen. And that's exactly what we're diving into today. With practical tips to turn your WhatsApp chats into conversations she'll actually want to continue. 1. Avoid the obvious openers. The biggest mistake most guys make is starting with something predictable. If you always open with "Hi" or "What's up," don't be surprised if the conversation feels flat. These generic messages show no effort and give her nothing to work with. It's like knocking on someone's door and not saying a word when they open it. Docently invite engagement. Instead, think about how you can stand out from the start. Something playful or situational works way better. For example, okay, quick question. Are you team pizza or team sushi? Right away, you're giving her a reason to respond because it's fun, light, and totally unexpected. It's not about being a comedian or forcing jokes. It's about avoiding autopilot. If she feels like you're just copy-pasting the same opener you'd send to anyone, you've already lost. But when your first message breaks the routine, you've already won half the game before the conversation even starts. 2. Use humor to your advantage. Humor is one of the most powerful ways to spark interest in a chat. A funny line or playful comment instantly lightens the mood and sets you apart from the dozens of boring "hey" messages she probably gets. Laughter creates connection. It makes her want to keep the conversation going just to see what you'll say next. But here's the catch. Don't try too hard. Humor should feel natural, not like you're performing stand-up comedy. Something simple like, "Okay, important question. Would you survive a zombie apocalypse, or should I start planning our escape route?" That mix of playfulness and imagination can make her laugh and want to play along. When you use humor well, you're not just talking, you're creating an experience. Every message feels like part of a fun little game. And people always want to keep playing when the vibe is good. 3. Compliments that actually work. Everyone likes compliments, but let's be real. Most are so basic, they lose all effect. You re pretty, or you re hot docently stand out, tits noise? The secret is giving compliments that are specific, genuine, and unexpected. That's what makes someone feel truly seen. For example, instead of "nice photo," you could say, "I love how your smile in that picture makes it look like the sun came out." Or, "You explain things in such a clear way you'd probably be a great teacher." Those kinds of compliments are memorable because they're thoughtful, not recycled. The power of a sincere compliment is huge. It makes the other person feel valued and appreciated, which naturally opens the door for a deeper and more engaging conversation. 4. Emojis that add personality. Emojis aren't just decorations, they can completely change the tone of your message. The same sentence can sound cold or playful depending on the emoji you add. For example, "Your trouble" feels way different than just "your trouble." The trick is knowing how to use them without overdoing it. Sprinkle them in to highlight emotion, add humor, or give your message a little extra flavor. Think of emojis as seasoning. You don't dump the whole jar, just enough to make the dish stand out. And the cool part, emojis often say things words can't. They add a visual punch to your texts and make the conversation feel more alive, more human. 5. Creative questions that spark curiosity. Boring questions lead to boring answers. If you ask "How's your day?" you already know the answer. But when you ask something creative, you pull her out of autopilot. She stops, thinks, and gets invested. Instead of "What's your favorite food?" try "If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?" Or play around with scenarios. If zombies attacked right now, what's the first thing you'd grab to survive? Suddenly, the conversation isn't small talk, it's storytelling. These types of questions don't just get her talking. They also show that you're different. You're not there to check boxes. You're there to have fun and build a vibe. 6. Short messages that leave mystery. Sometimes the best way to keep a conversation alive is by not saying everything at once. Short, mysterious texts make her curious and eager to know more. Think of it like a movie trailer. It doesn't spoil the plot, but it hooks you enough to want the full story. For example, "You won't believe what happened to me today," or "I remembered you earlier, but I'll tell you why later." These kinds of teasers turn a simple chat into a game where she's the one chasing for answers. But balance is key. Too much mystery without payoff gets frustrating. Use it like spice, just enough to keep her hooked without leaving her hanging forever. 7. Using memes and pop culture references. Memes are basically a universal language online, and they're perfect for lightening up a conversation. Dropping the right meme at the right time can make her laugh, create inside jokes, and instantly build rapport. It's proof that you're in tune with the world she's living in. Instead of replying same or lol, imagine sending a funny GIF or sticker that says it for you. If she says she's tired, and you drop a meme of a cat collapsing on the bed that's guaranteed to make her smile, suddenly, the vibe goes from ordinary to fun without you needing to overthink. The secret is choosing memes that match her sense of humor and the flow of the chat. When you get it right, memes don't just break the ice, they turn into fuel that keeps the conversation alive. 8. The power of genuine and unexpected compliments. Few things light up a chat like a compliment that feels real and personal. But the key is going beyond the obvious. Anyone can say you're pretty. It takes effort to notice the small, unique details that make someone feel truly special. For instance, the way you laugh in that voice note is contagious. I bet you light up rooms without realizing it. Or I like how you pay attention to details. Not many people do that. These lines go deeper than surface-level flattery. They show that you're paying attention, and that's magnetic. Authentic compliments open doors because they create trust. When she feels genuinely appreciated, she naturally wants to share more of herself with you. And that's the foundation of a conversation that never runs out of steam. Conclusion. So tell me, are you going to keep sending those dead-end hey messages? Or are you ready to step up and start conversations that actually spark her interest? The choice is yours, but remember, small changes in how you text can lead to way bigger results, both in your chats and in real life. Start applying these ideas today. Drop a comment with which one you'll try first. And Don T, forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss the next video.